Welcome back to some vampire fun. We only murdering the guilty. Even that might sound bad, but hey, it is what it is out here. It's a cold world. But let's hop into it. All right, doctor. I'll talk to you for a good second. I don't know why. Don't count as talking to you. Let's talk to you, bud.
Good evening, sir.
What up, another brother?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
Yeah,
Call
boy,
me
you
Milton. I
went
like to
ham.
think my
Went
mind,
fed for no
Dr. Reed.
reason.
Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye.
I
learned to
mean,
shoot during the war and have carried one ever
if you want to
since.
cure life, yeah.
Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
I'm gonna keep that in mind. How was your life in London then? Yeah, what's your
So what do you
occupation?
do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done.
I mean,
Most of the time.
bring sick most of the time. What are you doing with them?
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there
He was
yourself
getting
if you
attacked,
want,
bro.
But be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
All right, new investigation. Well, we'll get to that sooner or later. How's
Since you're on the
sanitary
front
situation?
line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
I mean, that sounds like vampire.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Blunt, you are. You are indeed blunt.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself.
I mean, you
You're
ain't got a
selling
wallet, so
guns
what's the
to
point now?
civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
That's true though. I can't argue with that. Let's get personal then. Nope. Let's see. What can we trade?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Let's just hope they work against vampires. I do want some bullets. But you got a shotgun, cuz. Do I have a shotgun though? Indeed I do not. But I do got bullets. I'm not familiar with any of the stuff yet, except for this axe. Oh no, I just got that. We'll come back to you when we need it though. You got some interesting things. Alright. Oh, nope. Dorothy, that seems like two more people. I guess we'll tell you.
is right. This place seems perfect to conduct. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet.
No, we haven't.
My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan
Pepper.
Reed.
I can't even capture it. What
Dr.
type of name is
Swansea
that?
has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How's your life in London? I mean, yeah, how's staff
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual.
No, I can tell.
Especially concerning doctors.
Why
Now,
does
why is-
Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned. Milton is not the chatty type.
He just chatted it up. Quite a bit. Quite a bit.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
How long have you been a nurse?
Have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
Wow. You would be
You'd
surprised.
be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
I mean, you ain't gotta be a negative Nancy though, do you?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
Think we
It's
blunt as well?
serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Go.
You must get a hold of yourself, Nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
It won't last
Nurse
forever though.
Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse?
A third of
In the
Europe.
end, nobody was spared.
I'm gonna let you get back to being you. Wait, which one I just went? Yeah, let's get personal. Never mind. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Somebody towards here. You wanna talk, buddy?
Good evening, sir.
You
Can I
look
help
like
you?
you've seen
Unless
better
you're here to
days.
fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed.
This is looking pretty
I've
stiff, huh?
recently taken the
Ooh.
position of
Okay,
head
that's
surgeon here.
that's a
War
that's due to fire, huh? You burned
guessed
yourself.
right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you
Oh,
precisely
that's
why
tough,
you're
man.
a patient
You getting
here?
PTSD?
It's the
All your
pain,
hands
sir.
moving.
The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you.
That's
Like the
mental
flames
scarring,
under
okay?
My skin burning away.
That's mental scarring.
Who is treating
Can't do anything
Is someone
inside
in
your
particular
head.
looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
That's good. Well, did you serve
Where were
long?
you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
That's understandable, bro. I'm gonna let you get back to
Goodbye
you
for
being
now,
you.
Mr. Elwood.
I know it's her to talk. You talking real still.
Street corner. The daily routine.
How you doing, father?
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps.
Delirious. He
But
was
who
crazy.
wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to
Night
guide the lost
asylum.
and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are
you're
you a
then.
priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Oh, that's good of you.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
That's interesting. Good to know.
Have
Made
you made
friends.
friends since you arrived?
Not really. But I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her
That's
here
tough.
at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Oh, you ain't seen her since. That's
How
understandable.
do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good
That's
hands
not
here.
good.
Dr.
There's bite marks
Swansea
there.
is well versed in blood transfusion,
bite marks.
and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest.
But
And I
before
can
he
go back
become a
to the
lesser
people who
vampire, you
need
might have to put him down. I'm not gonna cap to you. I feel bad for saying it, but hey. Alright.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Corruption.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Understandable. What about
People
despair
are still in
then?
despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
What about
How did you end up in William
Nadine?
Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Well, then why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Okay, thank you for giving me that information.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
I helped him find it. I'm gonna let you know that. I
What
helped
is
him
the
find it.
general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Wet boot.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the
Wow.
show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Booth Digby. These
Has the gang
names.
been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
That's good. Well, I'm gonna let you get back to doing you.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll
Let's
talk
go.
again later.
Let's go, John. That's
I
locked.
cannot enter.
Well. Go around this way. Anything here? No. This is just leading to outside. Oh no. Yeah, this is a different area indeed.
It's locked.
Oh, as well. Your city needs you. Alright, let me talk to you, buddy.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
When you heard that from?
Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana. pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean?
Not the
You
morgue.
used to be a doctor. Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
That's interesting. We'll see about that. How was your life in London?
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing.
That's tough.
Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
That's understandable.
Are you afraid?
A bunch of
or
dead
uneasy
bodies
being surrounded by so
left,
many corpses?
just
Why
sitting
should
there, rotting.
These bodies are
That,
empty
that's,
vessels.
that can lead up
Flesh
to new
left to
diseases,
decay.
worse than the Spanish flu.
No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
That's understandable. You got all philosophical with me.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Understandable.
Have we met before?
I
Must
don't
have.
think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing. and she was
Well,
looking for your body.
now it's the other way
She
around, I
must be
guess.
very relieved now.
You making me feel bad. That's my personal questions.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Okay.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic.
You
even
must sell some
unsafe.
bad stuff.
Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
This ain't even the Spanish flu no more. This is
What
coronavirus,
kind of
the way they was acting.
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade. I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
That's understandable. Do you believe in life
Since
after
you're
death,
not
though?
afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you
I see.
really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing.
That's understandable.
wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Well,
So you're ready to die?
we'll all die.
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
Good
No,
man,
don't
too.
read. I am a foolish man, but I like to think otherwise.
It's understandable. I see what you got
Please
to
show
trade,
me
though.
what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
You got opium. You going ham. Codeine, too? Oh yeah, you the plug. You is the plug now. An enigmatic formula. I might want to buy that though. That's expensive. Uh, I'll come back to you. You got that codeine and
It's
some opium.
locked, all right.
We found the plug. I hear a doctor too. Why his body lamp? Okay. Let's see. Couple there. Pickpocketing the dead. Sounds good. Morally corrupt, but okay. Alright. Talk to you.
Good evening,
Let
Doctor.
me talk to you.
I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Appreciate it, appreciate it. Let me ask you about your life in London though.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
Your own experience. What made you choose
What made
that?
you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Why would I say that? That's just downright mean.
It's
Yeah.
always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
Yeah. You're not lying. Let me hear about your
I based
experiments
my
though. What you been
technique
doing?
on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories at first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical.
Is them screams in the
you may
background?
remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
You're not lying though. That's. What you
Can
think about the
tell me
hospital?
about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem
You
optimistic.
seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this
That boy
epidemic
dying in
is
the background.
a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need my
Do you
help
need
though?
help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play
Oh.
the errand boy for you?
Who's your
Oh, no,
supplier?
Dr.
I
Reed.
bet I know him. I
But
bet he
if
did.
you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
All right. Let me ask you something personal. Let me get into your life.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced
That's
your blood
interesting.
transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
What's his story?
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
What did he do?
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Aykroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires,
Now you a good
hopes,
doctor.
and fears.
I mess with you.
Some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
I mess with you. You a good one. I'm gonna let you go on about your
Goodbye,
day.
Dr. Strickland.
Oh, I want to go that way. Let's go this way. Somebody in here. There's a lot of people to talk to, so I'm gonna just steal from here and I'm gonna be on about my way. I'll talk to them later. I see my own shadow. My reflection. Thought I wasn't supposed to have a reflection. Oh, what is this? Tell them to go back home. Hospital full. Go home.
I will not let you down, my boy.
This is a
evening, sir.
talkative video.
May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
Yeah, what's
I'm
your
Harvey
situation?
Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
How's been your life in London?
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
How's been
Well,
your life? I don't think that's
It's clear that I've
at
chosen
all.
a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you
I'm
don't
afraid
want to
they
operate yourself,
are.
Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility.
Yeah, because you feel me? That blood get the surgeon. I might
Tell me about
have myself a
yourself,
quick
Mr.
snack.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to
We
get his
missing more than the arm.
fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter. And a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Then you shouldn't have lost one then.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Very interesting. Let me get personal with you then.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey.
Why you feel
Why
so
do
guilty?
you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
At least you feel bad about it. Let me hear
How
about
could
it.
your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oh, that's all types of tough.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
That's understandable. Let me hear about the death of your
Tell
wife
me
though.
more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
Yeah,
What
she got
happened?
The
bombed.
Germans sent Zeppelins to
That's
bomb the
tough.
construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
Sorry about that.
How are
Be
your
nice
children
about it.
after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Losing your entire family, you
I'm
might have lost the
sorry
will
for
to
your
live.
loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea.
Hopefully
I
she's
just know that
alive.
I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Feel bad for you, cuz.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
We gonna get you fixed up.
Boy.
Let me talk to you, nurse.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Did not realize you was the one I already talked to.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen.
Well, before I talk to him, this will be the end of this video. So after watching part 4, come back, watch part 5, so we can get done with this talking and get on with the story. And I guess that'll be it. So I guess I'll be seeing you guys.